Hey, it's me. I haven't done a race review in a while, so I've got one to do now. Hooray! So today is August 11th, and I just did the Three Bridges 5-miler. I've always kind of wanted to do this one because it's right nearby, and it's a 5-miler. 5-miler distances are a dime a dozen. Too many 5Ks, not a lot of 10Ks. So 5-miler, that's a kind of an out there distance, but I enjoyed it. So anyways, Three Bridges 5-miler. So I'll just go kind of a brief overview of the course, and then I'll talk about how my race went. So the course is 5 miles, obviously. You start at right behind the Three Bridges Fire Company, and you run down the road maybe 100 meters, then you hang a left, and then you hang a right, and then you run on like Old York Road, and then you go probably 400, 500 meters, and then you hang a left onto Three Bridges Road. And this is all relatively flat. The course is hilly, I'm not gonna lie, and that kind of makes it a challenge. I think there's a lot of courses out there that are too flat, and that motivates everybody else. But sometimes a racer doesn't really want a PR, and they want kind of a challenge, and this was a challenge. But very scenic course, very nice, low traffic. There were a couple times there were cars and stuff. People try to go someplace. I mean, it's a Saturday, people got to go to work. But yeah, it wasn't too distracting or anything like that. It's very scenic, very rural, a lot of greenery. The first mile you run kind of along the river bank. I don't know if you'd call it a river bank. There's water, there's trees and stuff on the left side. So you do that. There's a slight incline as you get onto Hillsboro, and then the first mile to like the second mile is pretty flat. Now, after the second mile, you've like crossed over a bridge over the creek, and then there's a bridge that goes over the railroad, and that's where the incline starts. So that's like the first it's like a quick uphill, and then you have kind of like an L, like a turn and a turn, kind of like an S, and that's kind of like a slow, steady incline up the hill, and that will slow some people down. My times were kind of slower as they went along. Went out too fast for this race, but I'll talk about that in a minute. So yeah, it's kind of a steady incline, and then you have like two kind of like rolling hills near like the 3-mile. That's kind of like as you're coming back. The course is a loop, so as you're coming back, there's kind of two steady hills. It's kind of like a long straightaway. Then you hang a left, and then you hang another quick left coming up, and lose my train of thought because I'm trying to drive and talk. But yeah, so you hang a quick left, and then you hang another quick left, and so at that point you probably have close to 1.5 miles or so, and so you're back on Old York Road, and then you run back to the fire department. And at that point, it's kind of like a slight decline when you're running that, and then so slight decline, and then just like a quick uphill with about a quarter mile to go, and then like a steady incline, and then then you're right at the finish. You finish right in front of the firehouse. So the course is challenging. I wouldn't say it's on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being absolutely flat, 10 being like, I don't know, like freaking Quadzilla or something like that. You can check my Quadzilla review. That was a pretty strenuous course. I would say this, probably like a 6. Yeah, probably 6.5. So there are hills. Don't be looking for PRs or anything like that. It's a fun course. Anyways, so I'll talk about my race. So it's my second race since I've been back. I joined the Navy, and then haven't been running as much. So going into this race, I was thinking, if I could run like 6:20 pace, I think I'll be in good shape. So I saw some competition there. There was a couple of young runners, and then there was a lot of I don't know, I can't remember the name. Sorry, Lou Palma. There's like Clinton, New Jersey has a road running club, and they run a lot of hills and stuff like that. I probably mentioned them in previous videos. So they always have a good showing. They're always in their red jerseys, so it's like they're the bad guys. They're not. They're cool. You know, they're fun. But you know, whenever you see them, you know they got some competition there. So the race started out, and I was hanging back. You know, I wasn't the front runner at any point in this race. I tried to hit the pace car. I couldn't hit it. Just this close. Damn. You know, I just wanted to get one slap, but I didn't. Anyways, so I was hanging back. You know, or a couple people that went out a little too fast, so I was hanging out in like probably 9th place, the first mile, and then I kind of moved up. So like the 2nd mile, you know, like top 6, I think. So then the pack kind of like threads out. So there was this guy named Mike from Hopewell, so he's in a yellow shirt. Then there's this kid named Gillette, he was in a green shirt. Lou Palma, he's a great competitor. He runs, he's the red jersey guys. I can't remember their club name. I'm gonna freaking remember it later. Hopefully I can remember it when I put it in the description. So yeah, he's up there. And then there were 2 females from the same club. And so I didn't get passed by it until like the other female until around like mile 3. And so I was at 4th at one point, got passed by the girl, and then I got passed by one more. I got passed by her again, so I was hanging like 6th. So I said to myself, you know, I turned around, I didn't see anybody, and I thought to myself, okay, well now you kind of have to turn it on. You know, I got kind of exhausted. I just don't want to hit that bicyclist. Yeah. So I just said to myself, there's nobody behind you. You might as well try to get it. So I didn't let that lady be in front of me for too long. And so I got back into 5th. And as we're coming down, I think it's Higgins Road. As we're coming down Higgins, the rolling hills, like mile 3, going to mile 4. I'm just kind of hanging on. The kid in the green jersey, Gillette, he was off to the left. Like the top 3 was the red shirt female, Lou Palma, and then the Mike kid in the yellow jersey. So they're out there. So it's like top 3. That ain't happening right now. It's just like Gillette is in 4th. I'm in 5th, and then I had the female right behind me. So we passed as we're coming down Old York Road. I passed Gillette, and the female like stuck with me. I think she was just a little bit ahead of me. So now it was just like kind of like a battle of like, I don't know, will. You know, I really don't like races where it's like I have to kind of run within myself to kind of like go into that 2nd gear. You know, it's nice. It's a high reward, but it's challenging. You know, sometimes I just like winning. You know, just go out, show up. Hey, I won. Nice. Oh, 1 second. Can't tell if this guy's a cop. Probably not. Anyways, getting really distracted here. So so this girl's like sticking with me. You know, she's like 36 years old, and she's killing it. And we run by her house, and she's got like her kids cheering on. And I'm thinking, man, she's getting like the mommy boost here. And it's like, I got nobody cheering me on. I think for sure, you know, I'm done for, you know. But there's right at the 4.5 mile mark, it's a downhill, and then it's a quick uphill, and then it's like the finish right there. So probably 4.6 actually. My car's making all these noises. So so I think to myself, okay, all I gotta do is just kill it on the downhill and then just hold on for the uphill. So I turned it on. I had passed her. I'm hanging in 4th, and by the time we got to the top of the hill and I looked behind me, you know, she wasn't nearby, and I thought to myself, okay, I got it locked up. I finished strong. My overall time was 31:02. My splits were average 6:13 pace, 6:01, 6:18, 6:17, 6:34. So it was an awful fourth mile. It kind of shows where the hill is at between miles 3 and 4. And then 5:57. So great, strong finish to get round out the 5 miles. So yeah, I was super proud. Got fourth place. Got 3rd overall male. Yeah, they gave me a big ass trophy. So super pumped. You know, so overall, looking at the race, it was well organized. There was 3 water station. I usually utilize 2 of them. I think they're pretty evenly placed. Probably 1.5 mile. Then there was one near the 3 mile, and then I think there may have been one more just past the 4th mile. So water stations are strategically placed. Hills strategically placed. So it's kind of difficult, but you know, I think if you like hills and you know you're not too afraid of them, this is a fine course to do that. I like the distance. So this race got the thumbs up from me. I would definitely say if you want a good race that goes to a good cause, I think it goes to the Henry Scott Oldenburg. He was a founder of the Pee Wee football league that I played in when I was a little kid. He died of pancreatic cancer, so I believe it goes to pancreatic research. So HSO. Oh, I got it. Yeah. So yeah, that's who it goes to. I say it's a good cause, great race. Definitely check it out if you're in the nearby area. But yep, that's it. It's probably gonna be my last race in New Jersey before I go to the Middle East. I have no idea when I'm ever gonna do a race review. I don't even know if they have 5Ks there. It'd be really cool if they did. I mean, not really, because it's like 100 degrees. But anyways, I'm rambling. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Sayonara. Wait, did it turn off? No, it didn't turn off.